Let me freeze it. Appreciate your guys' patience as I get that going. Pause. All right, you guys, I'm going to mute y'all. Sorry. Welcome, everyone. Going to hit record on this other end so we can get it on our podcast. We have a podcast. We have a newsletter. We've got over 900 people subscribed to our newsletter. Isn't that cool? I thought that was exciting. Crystal told me that today. I thought that's a good start. Okay. Hey, one of my favorite people in the world right there, Jennifer. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for being on. Okay. So welcome everyone to the ER Shred Come Alive call. And if you would like to share this call so that we can reach more people and impact more lives, you can do that from my wall on Facebook, and you can just click on share. And that way, you know, more people will hear these stories and start to learn about what in the heck is this ER Shred thing. Later on in the call, we'll have Susan, our health professionals, Susan Rothman and Jesse James Jamnick, kind of tie this up in a bow so that you guys have a little bit more understanding of why this is so cool and why it works so well. Tonight we have two shares, and so we're going to keep it shorter and just respect everybody's time. And I just wanted to start the call off really quickly by, first of all, saying happy birthday to Dr. Paul Arciero, because it's his birthday today. And guys, I meant to put a post out in our group. I still intend to do that. It's been a day, but we love you, Dr. Paul. You're amazing. You're one of our like kind. I've got this picture of Jesse, coincidentally, Jesse James Jamnick and myself and Dr. Paul, and we're sandwiching him. And it's one of my favorite pictures because, you know, what are the chances like the one time that we're ever together in the exact same place at the same time, we actually have a picture of that. And I know we both love Dr. Paul so much. Also, massive thank you. If you're watching this, I need to publicly thank Dr. Joshua Plant, who I had a very wonderful conversation with today, and just wanted to thank him for his time and for being there for us. And also just wanted to acknowledge that he, you know, he's a very smart individual. He is quite brilliant, actually. I haven't had many opportunities to spend one-on-one time with him. It's very valuable for me. I'm very appreciative. And also, he's very aware of what we're doing. He's very aware of ER Shred. He is very supportive of ER Shred. He's very, you know, he's a big fan of our subculture. That was one of the highlights for me, was to hear that from him. So thank you, Dr. Josh Plant, very much. Thank you. Our Aussie call we did last Friday night, I got to give a shout out. It was hosted by Jennifer and James Birch, and they had on there like Jackson Parr, Sharon Simmons, Jackie Mackley, Trudy Wigglesworth. I'm probably forgetting some people, but guys, what's really cool is that these individuals, some of these individuals are like 2022 Isagenix IsaBody challenge, like finalists, like no winners, excuse me, winners, won the contest. Okay. And we've got them from Australia, and we've got them now from New Zealand in the group. And we'll have to go and acknowledge them because it's important. These people are amazing. And I've been chatting with the New Zealand IsaBody winners in the group. They're hunters like me. They raise their own beef. They raise their own sheep. Like, it's just so much fun when you connect with your like kind. And that's what I love the most about what we do. And the Australians and the New Zealanders they're on fire with the ER Shred. Like, they're on fire. And Jackson, thank you for everything you're doing and have done. If you guys haven't noticed, he's been on a tangent, man. Like, he is on a social media like a storm. Like, this guy's a force. And I know we all know it, but this guy's really special, and he gets it, and he sees what we all see, and he came alive. Like, he had his ER Shred come alive moment, and that's why all of this is coming out of him quite naturally. You can't stop it. You can't, it's too good to not share. So thank you so much, Jackson. Big shout out. Thank you. All right, tonight, first off, we have Monique Van, now is it, help me. How do you say your last name, Monique? Sorry. Okay, first you need to unmute.
Van Lieshout.
That one, I would not have got that right. So Van Lieshout,
Yes.
correct? What kind of a name is that?
It's a Dutch last name. I'm from the Netherlands originally.
Neat. Ooh, Norse, that's cool. I have ancestry going back there. So that's really cool.
My whole family still lives there, so it's kind of nice to go back and forth.
Way cool to learn that about you. Monique, where are you currently calling in from?
I'm actually calling from BC, Penticton, Okanagan. Yeah.
Very cool. Welcome. Thank you for calling in from Canada. We appreciate it. And who was it that shared ER Shred with you originally?
Lynn Robinson, who's also, I think, on the call.
Thank you, Lynn. Lynn is the superhero who shared. Thank you, Lynn. And give us an idea. What is your passion? What are you most passionate about? We love to learn about people.
My passion is to inspire other people. That's a huge thing for me. And when I started Isagenix, had the transformation. And then, 7 years later, you go off and on the wagon. When I drove from Ontario across Canada to come here, and I decided to stay here, I'm very much into the wine industry, and I started drinking and eating. I felt like I lived in a movie, like Eat, Pray, and Love. And I was really eating and praying.
Julia Roberts, right? That's cool.
And then it was time for me to go to work. And then I put my jeans on and I'm like, OMG, what am I doing? And then I'm like, I had a belly and I had not had a belly for a long time. So I felt so uncomfortable. And then my daughter had moved in with me for a few months. They just got back from, it doesn't matter. They moved in, but they're both vegetarians. They're very healthy eaters. So every time I cooked meat, there's like, and I'm like, that's okay. I'll don't cook meat. But I noticed that it was a huge difference in my body. And so when Lynn reached out to me, she goes, we're all going to ER Shred with Cindy and all of that. It was about 18 people. I said, I am so in, but I'm going to be so afraid to eat all this bacon and this meat. And then I went to the store and bought the bacon. And then all of a sudden my body is like, holy shit. I went 2 weeks, did a 30-day little system, and then I hopped onto the ER Shred because I did it very first time when you guys just started, and I felt so much better. Like, I'm also a cancer survivor, so my joints all of a sudden start to feel better. My issues that I have in my gut health, like nice. Totally, literally in the next few days, and I don't have a scale anymore.
Well, wait, okay. So we gotta go back a little. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
You're doing a great job. You did nothing wrong, but I just want to dig just a little bit deeper on these key points. How long ago did you start ER Shred then?
The very first year when you started.
You're talking all the way back in 2020, at the end of 2020? I
did it once with a friend.
Yes. And
then because of when COVID hit, I think that whole fear, that anxiety, this being socialized with people, be helping others, I just felt like, I almost felt like a turtle. Like, I'm like, I just went within.
Yes.
And because I was always afraid to show myself, the fear that I had and the shame of not helping others. And so I kind of put myself in this little shell.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so this explains why it's only more recently that I've become aware of you and your results.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. Well, can I say something about that real quick?
Absolutely.
We've got a lot of people that watch these recordings. We've got a lot of people that watch the YouTube videos, listen to the podcast. I want to give a shout out. Hey, Monique, your tattoo there, it says inspire, doesn't it?
Oh, yes, it does. Yeah.
Well, tonight you're going to be like a huge, huge inspiration because that shell you're talking about, um, this is a very real thing. And people do not feel worthy. People do not feel as though they can inspire other people,
Mhm.
that their story even matters. And you're talking almost 2 years later, almost 2 years later, you're coming on here. And I didn't have to twist your arm to get you on here. You were excited to come on. And guys, there's a lot of you out there. And we just want to say, we call you our silent ninjas, ninja shredders, because we know you're out there and we know your journey, we know your plight. And we love you. And it's important that you know that. It's important that you know that we're aware of you. We don't know how many of you there are out there, but we know you're out there. And whenever the time is right, that's the cool thing about this is there's no pressure and there's no deadline. And we would never look to take advantage. We would never look to, it's just pure goodness right here, guys. So Monique, let's continue on with your story, but thank you for being that, that inspiration for all of our silent ninjas out there that I hope one day, they don't have to, it's not necessary, but we want to get to know more and more of them. All right, Monique. So give me an idea. You do your first shred. You did great, but then it sounds like you got funky with the whole virus and everything, pulled back into your shell. And then, what has transpired since?
I feel that since I decided to convert my van to drive from Ontario up to here, I'm like, see what life is going to happen right here in BC. That was not my plan to stay here. But I also met a natural doctor that started giving me injections. It's called neuro injections. And it was a part of had to do with my cancer, but she would ask about, how do you feel about your cancer? And I would have to take my shirt off and I'd be sitting there in my bra and I just felt so uncomfortable.
Right.
She would go so deep into that. But by using these neuro injections made me realize how much I was holding back, so much that I went through like almost a transformation of crying, healing, getting all this stuff that you're holding back inside. It came all out. And then that's when I also learned like, okay, I have to look after myself first before I look after everybody else. And that's a huge, huge things for me to do. So.
And then, okay, I'm going to let you continue from that point forward. You learned that, you need to start looking inward, then outward. And what unfolded from that point?
Well, then it became more easier for me to start sharing again because I've been doing Isagenix for 7 years. And I started to reach out, but I still wasn't feeling comfortable of sharing because I was judging my body. I didn't like my body. I didn't have that. You know how we all feel like, woohoo, you feel so good and having that energy and getting up and sleeping well. I was totally not doing that. I was not till I decided September 1st, I'm going on a 30-day challenge. And then Lynn tells me everybody's going to ER shred. I said, I am in, I am going in. And then all of a sudden it's just like plucked myself into the socket and the light bulb went on and I just started to feel better and better.
So you lit up,
my jeans on and I'm like, yes, yes, yes.
I want to show everybody this picture. Okay. Can you speak to this for me? What am I looking at here? Can everybody see that? Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hold on one sec. I'm going to talk for just a moment longer. This is our friend Monique right here. And check this out. Like, just take a look at that for a minute. What do you see and what do you feel when you look here, Monique?
I feel like the picture on did you see the other one too?
Yeah, let me look here. Hold on. This one right here. Here we go. Everybody, I'm going to keep talking for hold on one second. I'm going to keep talking for just a second, just so that my picture stays up. Okay, now you go ahead and you can take over.
This picture was supposed to be in a private group, and then all of a sudden it's on my Facebook page. I'm like, oh shit, that was not my meant to do at all. But then
Was it shared from someone in ER Shred?
No.
Okay.
I
Okay.
did it at night without my glasses on, and
So you made it was a mistake that was meant to happen.
But you know what? I'm like, no, it is okay, because everybody needs to know when you feel good and when it's your turn that you just got to go and do it. To me, I just, right now, when I see that picture, I saw myself not being happy and not feeling good about what's going on within.
Right.
And, you know.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I look at old photos of myself when I was in the middle of the dad life and the stress, and my body was not working properly, and I was trying to do everything I knew how, and nothing was working. I get it. That's why when you light up, it lights me up all over again.
So here I feel my mind like being on this, and I've been staying on it now. Like I'm not going off it, and integrating other foods, but not all the time. But being on it, I feel I'm starting a winery here in the Okanagan. And that's going to be also, the winery is going to me to inspire other women, the entrepreneurs, and make that a hot spot for anybody that is in Isagenix or want to come to an event. But to me, like my brain is going like, where is this all coming from? I have energy, I have an easy way of talking, and I have an easy way of collaborating people where I want to be into my life. And, you know, opening up a winery is not that easy. I'm just doing it. I'm just living in the unknown zone, and I just freaking loving it.
You got to watch this show. It's called Limitless. Have you seen this show, Limitless?
Yes.
Where he takes the pill and suddenly just like everything is working, and it's, yeah. You know, I when you describe how you're feeling and the emotional well-being, the mental clarity, the mental fortitude, the capacity, you know, for growth and for vision, and for, you know, as you said, attracting good things into your life. I so dig it. I'm so happy for you. What else, if we thought about you before versus you after, what else has shifted for you?
I think that was always in me, but I feel that also being with the group in the ER Shred group, I love how people are raw and real stories. There's no bullshit. There's nobody having a filter. Yeah. And I don't want that filter. Yeah. That's something that is, I don't like people with filters. Just be real. It's a yes or no to me. I'm not a black and white person. That's just how it is. And I think that really shifted to me, that I could take on anything. Yeah, I think the culture of ER Shred has really resonated with you, as it has with all of us. Beautiful. That's beautiful. And has there anything else in your life in terms of, how about cravings? Anything there? Cravings for? Did you used to have cravings for? Oh, yeah. How's that going? No, I don't have that, really. I don't. Cravings seem to be gone. Yeah, but the only thing I have is because when you're in the wine industry, they don't like my wine. So I keep saying to myself, okay, just one glass is okay. But my wine glass fits one bottle. So I need to go to one little tiny. So can I ask you a question for everybody on here? How do you do on wine? Do you do pretty good on it? Yes, I actually do. I always, when I do help other people, I said, you're allowed to have your wine, you're allowed to have your beer. It's just how much water do you drink? How much coffee do you drink? And you're allowed to do that, you know? Yeah. Truthfully, hey, if Reese's peanut butter cups are part of your blueprint, then have them. Because that's truly how it is. So like, that's why I asked, because if you do well on wine and you can figure out how much is the right amount for you, and I'm all for it. If that's part of your blueprint, I'm all for it. Well, I'm so unbelievably happy for you. Your before and after pictures says a lot. Do you mind me asking, I know you got rid of the scale.
Do you recollect how many pounds you had lost or inches you had lost before you ditched the scale?
I think I'm up to 28, 32 inches. I haven't done it for the last 2 weeks, but the last time I did it was almost 28 inches and I just morphed away.
Dang.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you, you had a scale? What'd you do
Yeah.
with it?
Yeah, I heard Jesse and everybody in your group, get rid of your scale. And I saw these pictures and I'm like, all right, bye-bye.
Oh my gosh, you're a true blue ER shredder. Guys, don't feel shame if you keep your scale. Some people love their scale, it's okay. But for me, it was causing an unnecessary, unhealthy complex for me personally. So I was all too happy to get rid of it. I got to tell you a little secret. Another reason I'm really excited to get rid of my scale is because my wife and my daughter, they don't even know what they weigh. And it's just such a healthy practice because that scale is a little lying bastard and it can make you think you don't have the self-worth that you really do have, right?
So true.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for coming on. Is there anything that you'd like to say in closing to ER shredders, to newbies or anything else?
Well, for the newbies, I feel like you just gotta go and do it. Like you have nothing to lose, but you got a lot to gain. And what you're gaining is just a lot of knowledge and feel freaking amazing from within. That is just so powerful.
So good. So good. All right. We got to throw swords up here for Monique. Hold on. We're going to put the gallery mode.
Ah,
Monique, you're an ER shred warrior. You're legit. You're bona fide. You're official. We love you. All right, you guys. What a story. Next up, we have Maria. I'm gonna go ahead with this one. I'm gonna say it's Italian, maybe. So Maria Mazzoni.
Yeah, that's fine.
No,
Mazzone.
it's not. Go ahead. You tell me how to say it.
No, Maria Mazzone. Yeah, that's
Mazzone.
fine.
So you don't pronounce
Yeah.
the E like that.
Or
Okay.
Toriello. I don't even know what my last name is anymore. I don't know. I'm between last names, so Maria is fine.
All right. That's totally
We're all
cool.
Italian though.
Maria, and where are you calling from?
New Jersey.
Jersey. Cool.
Yeah.
Who introduced you to the ER shred?
My friend Peter Kaufman.
Oh, I know Peter Kaufman. What a good dude.
Yeah.
What a sharp dude. Okay.
Yes. He and Wendy, they're great.
Yeah, for sure. So, and what is your passion in life?
Oh gosh. So when you asked Monique that, I was like, I better get that answer ready because how do I put that into words? I mean, I love life and I try to surpass, I feel like I've been blessed with the abilities for health and mobility. And I want to surpass and reach and just fulfill my passions. Also in simplicity and nature and just inner peace. I know that probably sounds ridiculous, but
no,
that,
not at
that
all.
part,
It all sounds like ER shred. It's got ER shred written all over it.
I just, I'm a nurturer. I work in a school. I've been working with individuals with special needs for the last 15 or so years.
Wow.
And so I find happiness in that, I'm a mom. I have a dog. I'm in a band. So I have a lot going on. There's a lot of components in my life, but I'm very grateful for all of them. Sometimes it's hard to kind of manage, and that's where this segued and, and it found me. And I was so grateful for Pete he kept kind of nudging me, and
Yeah.
I finally knew it was time. And I'm so grateful for that. So
way cool.
Yeah.
I think the work you're doing with, I think you said special needs individuals. I personally think that's probably one of the most rewarding and gratifying and important work that anybody can do. I liked what you said about simplicity. Crystal, actually, the next topic that she's going to train on in a couple weeks here is going to be just that. It's going to be simplicity. As simple as it sounds, simple is genius. It really is. And I think a lot of us are going to step into that more so. So thank you for mentioning that. Give us an idea, Maria, what happened with you and ER Shred? What unfolded there?
Yeah, it woke me up again. I've always had the drive and I love to work out. I love to push, my body and be healthy, but I was in a slump and I was putting on some weight and I was feeling lethargic. And I wasn't, I guess, in the wave where I want to be and where I know I'm capable of being. And it woke me up. And I'm so grateful because I feel like I'm back and I feel like, I'm experiencing this and able to, talking about simplicity. There was so much stigma attached to not eating certain foods. And so I would purposely stay away from them. And now I feel like I get to just explore all these different meats that I was thinking I wasn't supposed to have, but they're actually so fulfilling and satiating and tasty. And it's like all the boxes are checked. And then physically, I'm sleeping better, more energy. I feel like more clarity. So just, I'm so grateful for that. And it's affecting all areas of my life.
Yeah, it's beautiful. So how long have you been doing it? And at what point did you said I think you said the words, I'm back. I think you said
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah.
How long were you gone? Right?
Yes. Well, I think the pandemic probably snuck up on me and I probably
Sure.
didn't realize that I was kind of digging my hole a little bit. Because like I said, I've always been very, very active. But so I've only started, I did the 30-day in the beginning of the summer. And then I was on maintenance for that. And I was trying to figure out, get my sea legs in maintenance after 30 days. And then I felt like I was ready to do the 11-day ER shred, which I ended up really enjoying, and felt liberated from that at the end. And that was recently. I mean, that was maybe 3 weeks ago I started that. So now I'm
So
on
cool.
maintenance.
So cool. So you mentioned the meats being satiating, and I want to give a shout out to the way our ancestors fueled their bodies, because they knew what fuels, to use, and the animal proteins and animal fats really do bring, they empower us, they make us strong, they satisfy us, they bring the brain back on board. And, in fact, I just go so far as to say that, the combination of old meets new, the primitive way of eating, the animal proteins, the animal fats with these, modern scientific advances of the shakes, it's just money. It's just money in terms of a foundational food source that, and you pointed out, you said, I can build upon this. I can grow from this. So I want to kind of speak to that I'm back. Was there a point in the process where you just, I could sense it from Monique. I don't know if you picked up on it. I know Susan did, because I saw Susan and I saw Mimi, and their eyes kind of light up, because Monique, when she kind of, when people talk about it, you can almost see their countenance just kind of like, this little zing comes out of them. Did you ever have that moment where you just kind of like, holy crap, I feel fantastic?
Yeah, definitely. It
Wow.
took me a few days because I was kind of getting out of where I had been. And then, I felt the energy. I felt like I was living again, as opposed to just existing, as opposed to just going, on paper, my schedule, it looks pretty much the same, but the feelings and, I feel like I'm thriving, and I feel like the motivation is back, and the extra desire to do even more has now come into play. So it took me a few days to kind of get the old stuff out of my system. And then I was just like, feeling it. And I that's what I mean by I was back. Like I was, living again, experiencing.
And you also, you also said something about it was easy. I think I heard you say that you did it and it was easy. What do you mean by that?
So, like I've tried different programs and things like that. But I guess because it was the basics, like you said, it took us back to, our ancestors and the original way of eating. And it just, it seemed kind of just, I mean, the only thing I did was prepare, like, and it was fun going to the supermarket. I'm going to try this. I'm going to, make this steak tonight or do, like, what did I really get into? The ground beef, the grass-fed ground beef.
Good.
Absolutely
I love that
delicious.
I love that you're saying that, because I would say, I want to put it out there to people, guys, we're faced with tough economic times. I know, I get it. But when we're speaking about simplicity here with Maria, hey, you know what? Simple. Our protocol, our foundational, fuel is super simple. And if you prioritize and you allocate your dollars towards those kinds of things, like the ground beef, like the pot roast, you can, your money's going to go a lot further. Your money's going to go a lot further than investing it in other things. I'm telling you. So I do the same thing throughout the week. I do the ground beef and the pot roast. And then on the weekends, I usually do something fun like tri-tip or brisket or steak. That's my whole jam,
Yeah.
seafood. So
Yeah.
I'm so excited for you. Is there anything else you've noticed? You're kind of reminding me of this word intuitive.
Yeah.
Are you finding that intuitively you're starting to learn, like, this is what my body wants, and this is what my body doesn't want?
Absolutely. And speaking of, you were saying, like, economically about the meats, and we hear grass fed and we automatically think expensive, but to be honest with you, it really went a long way. And because it filled me and satisfied me, I wasn't going for all the extra things. So I didn't need to get the granola bar and the side of yogurt that I thought was actually fueling me, but was actually processed. So it either worked itself out, or I may have even been spending less, to be honest with you. I don't know if I answered your question. I may have veered off.
No, you've answered. Believe it or not, you've covered a lot in a very short amount of time. So I'm incredibly grateful to you. What about that stigma about meat? What do you think about that?
That can go out the door now. Like, I think the stigma.
Yeah. What do you think about when people go, meat, oh, meat's not healthy, we can't eat meat? Like, do you have any apprehensions there? Do you have any reservations around that? Or are you just like, no, I'm totally, because Alexis Romano, who you're in that line, right? I believe so.
I think I may have seen her name. I'm not quite sure.
I thought so, but either way, neither here nor there, but she's like out of the box. I mean, guys, go check out
the vegan, right? I think, right? Or
yes.
former, okay.
Yes. 30 years of vegetarian, I believe.
Right, okay.
And all of a sudden she's all over social media like, this is what I'm eating and I feel better than I've ever felt.
Yeah.
I think times are changing. I think people are starting to realize, like, do you? And it's okay.
I think that's what I was trying to say too. Like, to each his own, do you? I found what works for me. I tried the lifestyle of vegan, vegetarian, but I also think, I'm glad I tried it, because now I went and I saw, what hat fits me the best. And my stomach feels good. I feel, I don't feel bloated. I don't feel all those things that I don't want to feel. So I feel good. I feel healthy. And that's all that intuitively, that's what I'm going to be following.
And it's kind of easier in terms of like preparation and stuff too, isn't it? Like
totally
time.
Easy. And it became actually, I enjoy the routine, because I get up in the morning, I turn the oven on, I put whatever I need to either on the stovetop, in the oven, I get my eggs going, the whole, place smells really great. My son gets up and he's all excited for the bacon and eggs. So it's now become like a routine and ritual, and it's been really cozy, and I have that fresh cooked food to take with me to work, and it's still kind of warm by the time I'm having. It's all gravy. I like it all.
So killer. So killer. Well, Maria, I am so grateful for you coming on. I'm sure that Susan and Jesse want to speak to your experience. Can I ask one more question? You said you're super active. Yeah. How's your fitness doing right now?
Well, I was telling Pete that when I'm at the gym, people are like, "What are you eating for breakfast?"
You're killing it. Is that what it is? You're just killing it.
Like when they're calling for high knees, my knees are going up high, and I feel good. I make sure, I get the sleep that I need, but I also listen to my body. So if there's days where I'm not 100%, because we're human at the end of the day, and that's important too. And sometimes it calls for rest, but yes, my ability to be active is there, and I'm just embracing it and having a great time.
Awesome. Thank you, Maria. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
We
you.
got to throw
Likewise.
swords up for you too. Hang there one sec. It's important. This
Okay.
is, you are official. Official ER Shredder status. You are so
Thank
savage.
you.
We love you. All right, you guys, I want to turn it over.
Oh,
I
yeah.
also need to give a special thank you to Susan Rothman. She's our holistic nurse and herbalist. She's head of our ER Shred Health Professional Board. And then also Jesse James Jamnick is our nutrition ambassador, and he is a nutrition coach. I refer to them as Coach Jesse and Sage Susan. These guys took the time out on a Friday night, this last Friday. They didn't have to do it. I asked them on short notice to do this presentation for the Australian ER Shred tribe or Australian, members of our ER Shred tribe. And they came on, they made the time. Jesse even did so while he was traveling and did a presentation out of his car. These guys, they show up, they get it. They love you all. They give and give and give. They don't get paid to do it. So I wanted to give special acknowledgement for both of you. I'm done for the night. I'm going to have Susan share her thoughts, and then I'm going to have Jesse close us out. You there, Susan?
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Thank you. Yeah, that Australian call was fabulous. And, this call, I mean, there's such great energy coming from, you guys, and we learn from you. And it's, and I know Jesse says this too, as a health professional and somebody that works with people every single day with nutrition and making changes for their health. And I'm in a practice where there are people wanting that magic pill, and there is no magic pill. And then I hear you guys, and we have this simple, sustainable protocol that absolutely, what you both describe is being lifted up and out and vibrating higher, and then bringing that to everything else in your lives, which is just so cool. You both said amazing things. Monique, I love breaking out of the shell. Maria, what you said about the pandemic, the same thing was happening to me. Like I say to my friends, I don't want to be around low flyers. Well, I was a low flyer, but I didn't even know it. And then we come alive. And I loved when Monique said, your turn. And it's like, there's this thing in my heart that says, because there's so many people that resist this. So when is it your turn to truly open up your life and to feel better than you've ever felt in your life, just by making a simple change? Because it really is a simple change. And it reminds me, the generation before me, the hippies, they would say, turn on and tune out. Well, we've tuned out and we filtered everything further out. And now here we are, turn on and tune in, and tuning inward, and we're setting the example for that. And I truly believe that when we share these stories, when we share this on our timelines and people fall into it, there's such a palpable quality and energy to what the heck is going on here. And I know for me, well, that's what happened to me. I saw my friend Sean, and I'm like, whatever that is, I want some for me. And then also the cost factor is unbelievable. The money I save today on my grocery bills, never having to prep, not thinking about food, eating intuitively. Monique, I probably have a very similar lifestyle to you. I eat what I want, but I stay very close to the protocol. And I'm still processing in this place of, I know for a lot of women who have struggled with weight, I know for me, when I was heavy, I took that weight off, and it took me 7 years out before I trusted myself that the weight would not come back on. And to this day, everything I've done, all that I know, watching all of you guys, that diet mentality is so stuck in there. And it's so freeing to see it for what it is and know that we have actually found truth here, you know? And of course, we all know when you find truth, you're going to get pushback. And, you know, I can't say enough about this. And, you know, I know for us on the board, and when we listen to you, the last few calls, it's like, well, the kids have grown up, you know, they're teaching us now. And I know, Jesse, for all of us, it is the most rewarding thing, because I'm telling you guys, I have a conversation every way in a functional medicine practice of trying to get people to stop asking for the magic pill. And you say, like, oh, maybe you want to change something. No, I don't want to change anything. I feel terrible. I'm in this office. I'm putting my money down. I actually had a woman say to me, intelligent, educated, professional woman, say to me, no, I'm not stopping processed food. I'm not stopping fast food. I'm not doing it. So I'm keeping soda and I'm keeping fast food. I just want some hormones. How do you think she's doing on our program? Not so good. Yeah. So she needs way more than we got. It's above our pay grade. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I'll give it to Jesse and to close us out. Beautiful job, guys. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, I love these stories, Susan. They're always so entertaining. Yeah, wow, this is incredible. Monique, you were amazing. Maria, I mean, I'm just so happy for you guys is really the word that comes from me. Like, you know, people ask me all the time, like, what the hell, why do you keep doing this? You know what I mean? Because as Sean said, like, there's a lot of time invested. And, you know, it was from day one, I remember Sean calling me up. And mind you, Sean and Crystal have been friends of mine for many years. And, you know, we became close and he shared some things with me that I never shared with people. Like he struggled, Crystal struggled. Like I watched Crystal do these like ridiculous treatments on Instagram. And I was like, wow, like she's got to be really like wanting it bad. And when they called me that day and was like, Jesse, like, you know, I got to tell you something that, you know, might be a little crazy. And I listened and I go, you know, I got to process this. And what I did when I processed that, so everybody understands, like I literally dove through all my freaking notebooks, all my clinical nutrition books, all the stuff that I learned in school for all these years. And I was just going. And I was like, listen, at the end of the day, I trust Sean. And if this guy that I respect and trust is telling me like, dude, all this shit went away. And I was like, okay. I was like, you know, and then I fell upon some key things and I was like, okay, check. I was like, holy shit, slam dunk. Simplest, most effective way that we could possibly do this, right? The elimination is just the platinum standard, but most people struggle. We can figure out how to not let people struggle so hard. I struggled for 15 years of my life going through everything. Sean struggled, Crystal struggled. It's built from struggle. And when we can hear the stories of success that come from it, that's what keeps it fueled. And for me, it's like taking 15 to 20 years of all this work and letting somebody get it within 2, 3, 4, 5 months. And heck, even if it takes a year, whatever, so be it. So be it. If it's taking you 15 years and you can do this in a year. And the ER shred is so freaking sound in its way. It is so sound in its way. Like I'm not even like tiptoeing in the beginning, like, oh, Jesse, I don't know. You're going to be controversial. You're going to be that. No. Hands down, the best health protocol that I have ever experienced in all my years of coaching and all the programs that I've tried. And it's a lot of programs and a lot of money, time wasted. And we have every freaking T crossed and every I dotted. And you listen to all these podcasts today and all these professionals and gurus, and they're just solidifying what we're doing more and more and more. But we have such a magical piece because we have all of you. We have us. And it's not about one person. It's not about Sean or Crystal or Jesse. Like we just share the stories to help you get better, to hopefully help you fast track what you need to get back, to put your train back on those tracks. That's all we're doing. And we give it as the empowerment aspect, where this is the foundation, right? Every human being, every living creature, old, young, it doesn't matter. We've watched it on all the calls. So there's your proof. It doesn't matter. This is the foundation of just good cellular health, right? Our proteins, our hydration, our moving our asses, like the foundation of the ER Shred. And then from there, you develop that magical thing called your blueprint. And there's no right and wrong. There is no thing for somebody, right? It's whatever is going to be for you. And then we pick you up, we cheerlead you, we put you into a community. The community aspect is just, I mean, that's going to add 10 years on your life right there alone. No joke. I'm not kidding. There's research behind it. So I am so solid in my way. Like, you can't argue ER Shred with me. I don't have time to argue ER Shred. Do you understand? It is signed, sealed, delivered, stamped, best damn health protocol on the face of the planet. I've said it in the second week that we did this, and I'm going to keep saying it every single time. The best freaking health protocol on the face of the planet, because it's about you. It's about you. It's not a freaking product. It's not a dollar bill. It is about you and epically giving people back their lives. And that, my friends, is what's so magical, and why we keep hearing all of you come. And we're so grateful for you. You just keep adding to the epicness. And by you having that courage to share your story, you help so many people. So thank you so much for showing up week after week and showing up in the group. Like, it is my dream come true, to let people experience how freaking amazing I feel every single day of my life. And I have for many years, but could just never figure out how to get people to stick with it. Because I have a few screws loose, you know what I mean? I'm an ultra marathon runner. Like, my brain's not there. I mean, it's just the reality of what it is. But to see all of you and to hear these stories of dads and moms and grandmas and grandpas, oh my God, playing with their kids, making memories, doing things today that they couldn't do. You want to talk about, you say yes to yourself and how it epically changes everything else in your life. My friends, come on. So share. Don't be scared. Let everybody know. All that hocus pocus crap, we've been played like puppets long enough. It's time to start putting the swords up, flipping the damn script, and letting so many more other people enjoy what we know that we can give them. I'm fired up, dude. Believe is damn right, Monique. Sean, I'm fired up, bro.
I feel it. I feel
Fired
you
up for
fired
what's
up.
next.
And I also wanted to give a shout out to you and Tim Scott for your call last night, guys. Go on the YouTube channel and watch that if you haven't. Jesse, you mentioned our community. People can get there by going to ershredders.com.
Yes. And by the way, it's
ershredders.com.
free, FREE, free. Just answer 3 questions, please.
That's it. And if you
That's
guys
it.
want to learn more, ershred.com, you can go learn more there. Jesse, you do seem awfully lit, and thank you so much. And Susan, you seem awfully inspired. You seem, you guys, I hope you guys appreciate the chemistry and just the synergy of who we're involved with here, because I want you guys to know that these are not just anybody. These are people that I know, like, trust, and I love. But most importantly, around this, cause, I respect them. These are straight shooters. These are people
And we're all lit.
lit. All right,
right.
you guys. Jesse, did you have anything else you wanted to say before we sign off?
No, man, I'm just ready to keep watching this thing impact so many more lives. Like, I itch, like I literally itch for it. And I just know that with so much certainty in my soul, every single person deserves ultimate health.
Yeah.
Every person deserves to feel vibrant and to live a quality life and to go out with an epic bang when it's time, and we can all do that. I mean, we're designed to do that, bro. And giving people that chance again. That's what we do, is we give people that chance. You know what I mean? We build that bridge for people to walk over. And you know, all of us are that bridge. The people that have come before us, like, they keep making that bridge more sound and sound and sound. Like, there's nothing that can destroy that. And this bridge just keeps going. So I just say, put your brick on that freaking bridge, put your log on that fire, and let's go. Like, let's go.
I'm loving that. I'm loving that, guys. All right, you guys, we love you all. Thank you so much. And we will see you again next week. And until then, we will see you all in the group. Okay. Good night,
Yes,
everybody.
sir.
Good night,
Everybody have a great night.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Good night. Thanks for having me.
Good
Good night, thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Great share.
Great call.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much.
Another great call.
Good night. Keep believing.
I love it. Bye, guys.